Alright guys, welcome to a new video. In this video we're going to be playing Terraria and I'll be showing you guys how to make a money farm. Now this money farm is not the most efficient way in the game, however it is one of the best ways to get platinum coins before you get into hard mode. So early game, this is definitely a good money maker. It's pretty simple to make and there's several efficiencies of it. The minimum requirements you'll need is one 1 second timer, a wrench, some wire, a minimum of one of either of these statues, a bat, bird, bunny, chest, crab, fish, jellyfish, piranha, shark, skeleton or slime. You can have as many of those as you like, as many of each, but you just have to have at least one to start this farm off. You're also going to need a bucket of lava and some blocks to start building it. So now what we're going to want to do is first build an arena to put our statues in. So I usually end up making a 5 high first walkway, which is where the player will be standing. I'm making it about 25-ish blocks long, just so it fits enough statues, but it only needs to be as long as however many statues you have. It can't be too long because we'll be making use of lava here, and if it's too long the lava won't have enough surface area to cover it. So once you've made the first 5 high arena, you want to do another 4 high arena on top of it, which will be where the statues are located. So the players will be located in the bottom and the statues in the top. Now once you've done that, you're going to start placing any of the statues you have. The object of this farm is, whenever you spawn a mob using these statues, there's a special chance that they will drop their banner. And with certain statues such as the jellyfish, the skeleton and the slime, they will drop other things as well, such as the slime gel, the skeleton hooks, as well as actual jellyfish necklaces, which are the best item you can get from this farm. Now each of these statues you'll see here will drop their own banner, which are worth around 2 to 4 silver each, and the objective would be to spawn them as many as you can in as little time as possible and sell them to a vendor. So now you can use up to 3 1 second timers for maximum efficiency with a minimum of 1. If you want to do 3 like I'm doing here, you'll need 1 of each type of wrench, the red, blue and green. Obviously if you really don't have much money early game, like this farm entails, you might not be able to afford 3 wrenches, so you can just stick with 1. So now you're going to want to put in your 1 second timers into the ground. You can just put them wherever you want, I'll just put them next to each other. And now you want to begin wiring up your statues to your 1 second timers. So I'm going to be starting with the red wrench, and then I'll be wiring with the green and blue as well. So you want to start at one of the timers and just wire upwards towards the statues, and then wire lengthways like I'm doing here, until you've covered all the statues. Then you want to do exactly the same with the blue one and the green one. You can also do this with a lever as well if you can't afford even one 1 second timer, however it is not an AFK method, whereas we're using the 1 second timer is vastly more AFK. So once you've wired them up, the farm is good to go as far as spawning goes. If I turn on the 1 second timer, you'll see that one of each of the mobs start to spawn, but the problem is the only times they die is if the crazy mimics kill each other. So what you're going to want to be using here is our bucket of lava. We're going to open up the bottom here so we can make a walkway, and now we're going to be making a half bucket of lava. To do a half bucket of lava, you're going to want to mine out a few blocks at the top of our arena and form a lava half bucket, which you would do like this. So you make a Y shape on one of the corners, and you want to be placing the lava bucket on the right side of the Y shape, and the object is half of the lava bucket will flow into this hole here and the other half will flow into the top farm. And only half blocks of lava do not destroy statues and they do not destroy items, but they do harm players and AIs. So if I drop it in, you'll see that it should be killing off all the mobs inside, but their drops are appearing on top of the lava. We don't lose the drops. So you can recollect the other half bit of lava you want, and you can just fill the arena back in. Now that is in essence the farm completely done. You just need to turn on the 1 second timers, and you want to turn them on quite quick. You want to start with the left one, then the middle, then the right, like so. 1, 2, 3, and you can see they're spawning rapid pace. If I just add 1 on, they spawn at less pace. If I put 2 on, they spawn reasonably quick, but with 3, is much quicker spawn rate. Things will be dying left, right and centre, so now that you've turned it on, the farm is done, you can just leave it and go AFK. I'll show you guys what comes out of this farm after I've AFK'd for a few minutes, so I can show you guys the results. So in-game it's been about 3 minutes now and I've pretty much racked up a full inventory. We've got a bunch of shark fins, a bunch of glowfish sticks, some jellyfish necklaces and a bunch of diving helmets, as well as some other random banners and things. So this is for about 3 minutes work. If I travel to an NPC I can just shift click and just sell everything that I don't want, which is basically everything I picked up. You're welcome to keep the diving helmets because they're really useful. We got a robot hat, which is a rare drop. That's quite surprising. I haven't actually managed to get one of those before. You can do this to farm the slime staff as well, which is a really good way. You can see in about 3 minutes we made 4 gold, 67 silver. So I mean, you just leave this going for like 20-minute increments, come back, make sure you pick up the loot, because if you AFK too long you'll hit the loot drop limit and no other loot will spawn. So you can make around a platinum an hour doing this, which is not a lot in hard mode, but pre-hard mode that's like ridiculous amount of money. That's, you know, way more than you'd get by killing mobs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys next time.